Hi all. Today once again we will look at loops. Okay, some examples on loops. Okay, what is loop? Loop is a nothing but it has a one or more than one number of statements. Okay, which repeatedly will be executed. Suppose you here at the start, here at the start, some up to this some code is there. After that we'll check some condition. Okay, so here we'll check the condition. Depending on this condition we'll perform some task. Okay, the task is nothing but some set of statements will execute, maybe one or more than one statements will repeatedly execute it depending on this condition. Okay, if condition is true, okay, continuously will keep on executing this completely block. Okay, that is one or more than one statements. If it becomes false, will come out of this loop. Okay, so there's nothing but this entire thing whatever we'll do, so this is a loop. So here continuously we are doing this one only, it is checking the condition. Okay, if it is true, execute something. So again check the condition and execute something, like that, until and unless this condition becomes false. Okay, so in C we have three types of loops: while loop, for loop, do while loop. Okay, so one by one we'll go through it. So first we'll study about for loop. For loop syntax is: for is the keyword, okay, then open bracket and close bracket. Inside that we would write three statements. So first one is, that is initialization. Okay, some variables if you want to initialize, you can initialize it. Second one is condition. Third one is updation part. So here until and unless this condition is true, you keep on executing this body of the loop. So this one I will say as a for. Okay, so here this whatever I am saying fourth, that is nothing but it has one or more than one statements. Okay, so until and unless this condition becomes false, this body will be executed. So how it will be executed? That is first one, always it will do initialization will be done, then after that condition will be checked. So this is the second statement will be executed. Then if this condition is true, third statement is nothing but body of the loop will be executed. Then if it is after completion of this one, then it will go for updation part, that is fourth one. Okay, so then after updation again we are going for checking the condition. Okay, so here this is the flow will be there. Okay, so body of the loop here, then body of the loop to updation part, then updation to the condition. Okay, so after this, if you saw this, whatever initialization to condition is there, that will be left, this will be executed only once. Okay, this will be executed only once. And if you saw this one, okay, so here we have loop. Okay, so that is, so we are executing this part. So these three statements will be continuously executed in a loop, that is check the condition, execute the body, then update part. Okay, so after update part again check the condition. Until and unless this condition becomes false, this body of the loop will be executed. So if body of the loop, condition will become false, immediately it will come out of the loop, that is it will come below the loop statement. So whatever it's there, it will be executed. So same thing we'll see in flowchart. First installation statement, whatever this one is there, installation statement, then checking the condition. Okay, this whatever condition is there, that condition will check it. If it is true, okay, so body of the loop will be executed. So here body of the loop will be executed. So if after that body of the loop will go for updation part. So here updation part we are going it. Okay, so then after updation part again we are going for a checking the condition. This after updation part we are going to check for a condition again here. Okay, so this will continue unless this condition becomes false. Whenever it will become false, will come out of the exit, will come out of the loop. Okay, then whatever next statement is there, that will be executed. So we'll take one example. So normally while writing this one, we prefer to remember this one as a, this is I C U. Okay, inside for ICU, that is installation, condition and updation. We'll write it. Okay, so here to display a message 5 times we are writing a loop. Okay, so here what we are doing is we're starting hash include stdio.h main, then one variable we took, it is called as a I. Okay, so here I we declared it. Okay, then inside loop we are doing it. Okay, some functionality. So what we are doing is I we are initializing to 0, then we are checking I value is less than 5. If it is true, we are saying as a print this one. Okay, so how many times you have to print? That is 5 times. So I equal to 0 onwards, I less than 5, that is nothing but 0 1 2 3 4, total 5 times. Okay, so these 5 conditions will check here. Okay, so we'll check here, then one by one this I value have to increment. That is, we started with 0 I value, then it has to become as a 1 2 3 4, and when it will become 5 we have to come out of the loop. That is because 5 is not less than 5. Okay, so here this condition will become false, so you have to come out of the loop, and after that we don't have any statement, so it will stop it. So like this we are using the for loop. That is, first we are initializing one or more than one variable, then we are checking some condition, then okay, body of the loop will be executed, then we are updating the any variable. Okay, and if you saw here, actually these three statements are optional. Okay, optional means without these things you can write the for loop. That is, simply I can write for, okay, semicolon semicolon. So this is nothing but we are saying as a, here this is no initialization, no condition, no updation part. Okay, so normally it will become as a infinite loop. Okay, we'll go for next loop now, that is while loop. Here in while loop, in a syntax just we have test condition. Okay, so if you compared with for loop, we don't have initialization and updation part. So those two part there also we told us it's optional actually. Okay, so here before while you can write initialization, and inside a body of the loop you can write updation part. Okay, that's why those two are the optional. Same thing will happen. Okay, so whatever for loop is there, same for loop I can convert into while loop also. Okay, so here just test the condition. If it is true, keep on executing this part. If it is, this test condition become false, come out of the loop. Okay, so see the flow chart. Here we have test the condition. Okay, if it is true, body of the loop we are executing, this body of the loop we are executing, keep on we're doing this one only. Okay, so here this is a loop. If it becomes false, just will come out of loop. Okay, so here we'll take one example, same example we'll take it, that is printing any message, okay, 5 times. So here we are taking one counter, that is because how many times we printed, to know that one, that is I value. Okay, so I we initialize to 0. Okay, so here we are initializing before our loop starts. If you compared with for loop, in for loop we had as a syntax for the initialization. Okay, so here we don't have syntax for initialization, so we are initializing before while loop only. Okay, that y I value we given here, then we are checking the condition. Okay, I is less than 5, true, so it will execute this statement, that is it will print it. Then in for loop, if you have observed, we had as a update part, so that update part also we are moving to the body of the loop. So body of the loop itself has that updation condition, so whatever you want to update it, you can update here. I plus plus we are doing it, then again after this one again we'll go for body of the loop is executed, then again you have to go for the testing the condition. Okay, so here again testing the condition, so this will continue unless this test becomes fail. Okay, so that is nothing but when I value will become, that is 0 to 4, when I value will increment as a 5, so that time 5 less than 5 it will become false and it will come out of the loop. Okay, so here if you observed, this initialization we're doing before and updation part we're doing inside a loop only. Okay, so these two are same as that for loop, test condition only it's there. Okay, Now we'll go for next one, that is do while loop. Okay, so here in do while loop what we are doing is, so first we are saying as a syntax do is a keyword. Okay, then body of the loop, whatever is there, execute it first, then check the condition. Okay, so if you compared while loop, here we had first checking the condition. If it is become true, then only body of the loop will be executed. Okay, so here what we are doing is, first body of the loop we are executing, then checking the condition. Okay, it means here in flowchart we'll see, that is body of the loop, whatever functionality you want to implement it, do it, then check the condition to execute once again. Okay, so if it is true, go here and execute it once again. If it is false, just come out of the loop. Okay, so here we'll take same example. Okay, so that is printing 5 times one message. Okay, so here we're initializing, so again here also you can do the installation and updation part. So before starting of the loop we're initializing it. Okay, then updation part we're doing inside a body of the loop only. Okay, so here what we're doing, just initializing one variable I equal to 0, then do, that is nothing but print it without checking the condition, print it. Okay, then update it, then we are checking the I is less than 5 or not. So this will again, it will print 0 to 4 times whenever I value will be there. Whenever I value will become 5, that is when it will become 5 I value, here it will check I is less than 5, it will become false, it will come out of the loop. Okay, so if you observed these two loops, that is do while loop and while loop, we have little bit difference. So that is syntax wise, first here we'll write do keyword, then body of the loop, then test the condition. Okay, and here in while loop we'll write first while test, then body of the loop. Okay, then main difference is, if you observed here do while loop, without checking the condition, once we are executing the body. Okay, so here without checking the condition, once we are executing the body, then we are checking the actual condition. It means minimum one number of times this loop will be executed. Okay, so minimum one number of times. Okay, so here if you observed, depending on condition, it may be a minimum 0 time it will execute, or more than 0 time. Okay, so here minimum this body of the loop will be executed by 0 times, and in do while loop minimum 1 time this body of the loop will be executed. So whenever you required minimum any one number of times your body of the loop has to be executed compulsory, then we'll go for do while loop. Otherwise we'll go for always for while loop. So maximum times we prefer only while loop. Depending on situation you can change it. So sometimes you have to print something, then you have to ask the user some input, then you have to perform some operation. So that printing part always you have to do it a number of times. Okay, so that time you prefer again do while loop. So depending on situation you have to take the call. Okay, here but maximum times we use while loop only. Okay, so this is what three loops. Okay, for loop, while loop and do while loop. Okay, one example we took it. Thank you.